My dear brothers and sisters, today 7th October, and today we celebrate the feast of Our Lady of Rosary. And we are so happy to have a rosary because every common person, a simple person, uneducated person can also recite a rosary and keep himself or herself remaining in God and also pray constantly so that he or she really gets all the fruits of that prayer. My dear brothers and sisters, we have seen so many people praying rosary after rosary. Some people even prayed 4 or 5 rosaries a day and many more. But what is important is to see the effects of this rosary in the history, because now we know that there is a historical reason why these things are happening. Now, for example, in 1573, in Lepanto, these Turkish people have attacked and tried to grab that land of the Catholic Christians. And this particular land was to be taken away. But then that time our Pope Pius V, he really announced and he said, let us all pray very sincerely through the prayer of the Rosary and let us ask God to send His blessing on us and we will win. And surprisingly, that prayer became so effective that Christians won and they got the Lepanto back. My dear brothers and sisters, this another important thing is that we must remember that Mary already in the 13th century had visited Saint Dominic, and Saint Dominic was told to give this prayer to the world, and he was really working on each what is called the mysteries, and he had performed 15 mysteries, and then he was trying to teach in every village, and slowly his priest also slowly moved that movement across the countries. My dear brothers and sisters, what is now more important is that Saint Alphonsus Liguori. Now, this Alphonsus Liguori tells us that there are many good effects of this rosary, not in the life of the individuals, but the whole country and the world. And so, therefore, we must emphasize on the prayer of the rosary. My dear brothers and sisters, let us forget that we are called to pray. Whatever simple prayer may be, but we are called to pray. And praying is something that we build our relationship with God for the purpose that we have in our mind. Now, especially Saint Eulalia, who was taking prayers like the Rosary, all the 15 mysteries at a time. And then Our Lady appears to Saint Eulalia and tells her that they may not recite all 15 mysteries a day, but rather they'll just take 5 mysteries and they'll pray with all sincerity and honesty coming from the depth of their heart. My dear brothers and sisters, Saint Eulalia then changed the whole pattern, but in 1917, especially the time of the World War First, we have heard that especially the Pope himself announced that we must pray rosary for the end of this war. And surprisingly, when all people in all countries spread and all were saying that rosary, and they were sincerely working hard on it, and to our surprise, the World War First came to an end, and there was peace. So, with all these so many effects on the life of the world and of the individual, we must say that I can say rosary easily anywhere, whether I am in the bus or in the train or in the field, wherever I can recite rosary. Yes, my dear brothers and sisters, let us not forget that John Paul II in 2002 added five more mysteries of the light. And because of that, we have now 20 mysteries. Now we have a lot of time to reflect on these mysteries, but beside that, say the rosary through the intercession of Mary to our God, and then we can be always at peace. Really believe that God will do things for us. As my dear brothers and sisters, especially Saint Leo the 13th, he had announced that October is the month of the Rosary. So the whole October can be dedicated. It's only because the 7th October is the feast of the Rosary and people can carry on the rest of the month. But it is not limited to 1 month. It's throughout the year, every day we can say rosary and we can reflect on the mysteries God has given to us. Ask God to give us that love for this rosary, and through that rosary we may really reflect on the mysteries of Christ.